there's any tool that I've injured myself the most on, it's been on a mandolin. I cut part of my knuckle off once in a restaurant. It's more of a death trap.
I'm gonna risk my life for your onions,
Yes.
Josh.
If there's anything that's worth risking your life for, it's onion.
Cheesy, saucy, juicy. I mean, how is this for a smash burger? Oh my goodness. And there's like garlic bread involved. There's a lot that goes into this Texas specialty. I'm gonna make it from top to bottom with a little help from a friend of mine. Let's do it, guys. Let's make Texas toast smash burgers.
Hello?
Hello, Josh. How are you? So nice to be chatting.
I'm good.
Now, I am going to make something that's Texan. It's the Texas Toast Smash Burger from your new cookbook. Can you tell me about what this is? I have no idea.
Ultimately, it's pretty much just like toasted bread with garlic butter on it. The number one thing is the toast should be thick, it should be square, and it should be unbelievably soft.
Is there like a smash burger technique?
This all comes down to ingredient choice. So when you're using ground beef, the fat percentage is super important. My ideal smash patty is closer to like 70% lean. The entire surface of that patty,
Yeah.
it should be 100% Maillard if you did it perfectly.
Okay.
There's obviously going to be cheese going on the meat, so don't forget to add the cheese on the meat once it's, been flipped, of course.
So you know how dedicated we are, Josh? We couldn't get any American cheese in our supermarket here. So my amazing prep chef went to Subway and bought a sub with just cheese in it.
The last tip I would give is don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Burgers are supposed to be fast. They're supposed to be easy. You got it. I know you can do this. It's going to be easy for you. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't even need Josh's help. Why did I call him?
No, I won't. This has been delightful. Thanks so much, Josh.
Of course. Happy to help anytime. Call me back. If you need help while you're cooking this burger, I'm here for you. I got
Oh,
you.
that's so kind. So kind. Lovely. Thanks, Josh. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so there are a lot of things there that I actually hadn't considered, so I'm glad I got the rundown first. I think we should start with bread. Let's do it. To prepare your Texas toast, you want to start off with a nice square loaf like this one. I mean, if you're in Texas, you're actually using what's called Texas toast. So we need to slice ours really lovely and thick. I'm gonna go with the recommended 1.9 centimeters. That's very precise. You can go with 2 centimeters thick. So nice, thick, fluffy slices of bread here. For the garlic butter, I start off with some salted butter, garlic cloves, parsley, give that a really good mix. You know, the one thing I love about this recipe is the actual concept. It's like garlic bread stuffed with cheesy smash burgers. I think it's amazing. And I'd love to know from our Texas followers whether you approve of this recipe as I'm doing it. So please let me know in the comments below, or let Josh know because it's his recipe. Anything that I shouldn't do that will offend people?
There's nothing you can do to not offend somebody. Someone is going to get offended somewhere, somehow, with what you do, no matter what.
Awesome.
So that's tip number one.
Yes,
That is
sweet.
tip number one.
Hi, Texas friends.
Yeah.
Spread that butter right to the edges, and I mean right to the edges, my friends. I am a stickler when it comes to buttering bread. Please, crust to crust. Let's get the bread sizzling. Now we flip. Oh, wow, look at that color. This is actually pretty exciting right now. I'm really into this. This is great. When you have that really lovely golden, even color on both sides, and you can take that off. For the burger sauce, we're using mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, sugar. Josh has got Valentina hot sauce. I'm using Cholula here because that's what I could get a hold of. I want some salt, some pepper, give that a really good mix, and that is your burger sauce. You definitely want to dip your finger in there and try that because it's good. So now we're doing the burgers, and this is the part that I'm actually really excited about. I don't often cook smash burgers at home, and I think that Josh had some really good tips for getting a great smash burger.
The fat percentage is super important. My ideal smash patty is closer to like 70% lean, and then you're gonna smash it thinner than you think it should go.
So I'm gonna follow his instructions to the T here, and it starts with ground beef that has a really high fat content. Josh recommended no leaner than 75% meat, which means 25% fat. Weigh out your minced meat around about 80, 82, 83 grams here, and then compact that into nice balls. Actually, don't compact it too much. You want it a little loose, not too tight. Just kind of roll them together till they just form a nice ball. So we have our beef patties ready to go. The last thing I need to do before I start cooking though is the onion. This is the scary part. I'm not going to enjoy it, but I'm going to put my body on the line to make the smash burger. So where's the mandolin?
What's the worst that's happened?
You can lose a finger.
Yeah,
I think Josh said he nearly lost a knuckle, right?
he did.
Yeah.
I've like slashed palms. Just shouldn't have sharp objects exposed like this.
You have to rinse your onions after you slice them. You have to. You wash off the aggressive properties of the onion, which essentially leaves you with a super crisp, super clean, super sweet tasting onion that's got just the right amount of onion flavor without being aggressive, and maybe you won't have as bad of onion breath, but that's not the point. The point is flavor, texture.
There we go. Look at that. I mean, it is beautiful. That's nice. Josh's other tip was to wash the onion, which I think is a really good tip. Because, as I've said, I don't make smash burgers often, I don't have a fancy burger smashing thing. What are they called? Burger weights? Are they called burger weights?
You could use a really big spatula. Like this is a very big spatula.
Can I use this like smash it with a pan?
It's gonna stick really bad to that. So what you'll do is use a small square of parchment paper on top of it. So form the patty into like small balls that are around 3 ounces each. How many grams is that? Like 70, 80, I think. 80
Yeah,
grams?
oh yeah, so it was 70, 80 grams, yeah. Go bring a calculator next time. Okay, so now heat up your pan, and this is where something like cast iron or carbon steel is gonna be a really good utensil here because it's gonna hold the heat and it's gonna get really hot. And I just wanna oil it just a little. Now the key here, from what I gather from Josh, is the Maillard reaction.
The entire surface of that patty should be all Maillard.
What is it? Okay. It's when you get that beautiful reaction of meats, amino acids, and the proteins, and we get that brown crust happening, flavor, texture, taste, everything. You are coming in very close there, Dad. The Maillard reaction is the flavor, and I think the key crucial element of a good smash burger. Heat up your griddle pan really hot. Place one of your beef balls down and the other one, top with a little bit of onion, and then we're gonna push down. Squish that right down and really get it flat. Flatter than you actually think, like less than a centimeter, like 0.7 of a centimeter even. And then we wanna let them sizzle. Let that crust develop 30, 45 seconds even, until you can really start to smell that yummy hamburger. So the important thing here, which is what Josh said, is that we wanted that beautiful dark brown crust. So let's see if we got it. Look at that.
Texans would be proud.
I love that. Oh, that is so sexy right now. Hit that with some salt and some pepper. This is like the best looking smash burger I've ever made. Cheese. Oh man, I am so excited about this. This is what we call in Australia a dirty burger, don't you reckon, Dax?
Totally.
That's a good thing, FYI.
Yeah. The more dirty, the better.
The more dirty, the better. The top, oh, look at that. I think that looks so good. Let's slice it. Ready for the reveal? Ta-da! Look at that. Look at how juicy and cheesy and oozy it looks. Oh my goodness. You ready for the juice test, Dax?
Let's do it.
Cue heavenly noises. Oh my goodness. Josh, thank you. Thanks for all the pointers. Are you jealous, Dax?
Wait.
Don't do that. I'm eating it now.
Okay, go. Epic.
Oh wow. It's juicy. and tangy. That garlic bread, it's OTT. It is way over the top. Who would have thought? Garlic bread and smash burgers. Wow, I like this, guys. Thanks, Texas. Texas toast, yum.